Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Vols will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Snags it on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Now improvising. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds space on the right. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch. Well, that kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
From the gun, give on the inside. Keeps it moving for a 3. Gain to the 24. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little release to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they tacked on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We're only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. Complete on the comeback. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown ball. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Still looking on the move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. Ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. The sure hands. It's Bryson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his back in the middle. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
But nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Got a man. It's Torres. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle from the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bryson. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.